for tuning in.
Hey, what's up, Hollow News family? Child, I don't even know where to begin with this. I'm giving y'all some time to get the alert, get together, get in here, get in here, get in here. We got a lot to talk about because Joe Biden don't drop the bomb on us. He don't drop the bomb. Let me get my headphones together. I'm waiting for some more people to come in. Y'all make sure y'all share it, like it. That's how y'all can support us and the work that we're doing. If you're liking these lives that I've been doing lately, y'all make sure y'all share it with people. Mm. Joe Byron is out of here. I'm putting this on. Y'all like the new dude? Y'all, I had to get something together because I was like, I couldn't deal with my hair no more. Um, let's see. I could barely hear myself. There we go. There we go. How we sound out there? How we sound out there? Mm-mm-mm. Joe Byron. Joe Byron. Oh, child. Today's episode is a very special episode. Y'all know I don't really go live in real time like this because, it takes time to put together shows and energy to put out there. But I literally woke up out of my sleep again because last week it was President Trump almost getting blown away, waking out of my sleep on a Sunday from a nap. Now it's Joe Byron woke me out my sleep from a nap. And I was like, what? And my best friend who's gonna be coming on and joining me soon because we wanted to react to this news in real time. He was like, friend, like I'm trying to get this stuff on my flight and I can't really watch what happened with Joe Biden. He dropped out the race. He said it so casually. I was like, what you mean, Joe Biden dropped out of the race? And he's like, oh yes. I immediately turned on CNN and see the news and it's confirmed. And the crazy thing is this past Thursday, I think it was Florida Daily or Miami Daily, the blog put out Joe Biden drops out of the race. And I'm like scrambling, like telling and I was in a meeting, I was like, y'all seen this? Like I stopped the meeting and they like, what's going on? We all trying to figure out what's going on. So it's crazy. I saw that Thursday. And then Amanda Seals, actor, comedian, activist, and we're gonna get into that too. And y'all need to go watch her interview with Funky Dineva explaining Project 25, but they go way into government and politics and civics and they break it down for us. And so she was saying that she called this last October. And so I'm like, it's just crazy the predictions. And I'm gonna get into all the things, but I had to light some candles. I had to put on my workout clothes because I feel like they finna work the black people vote. They finna work the black woman vote. They finna come put this on our back, y'all. So I got to do some workout to get ready to be able to hold America on my back as the collective of the black women. I had to get a drink to calm my nerves, and I had to drink a smoothie to get some nourishment to get my body ready to go for this race. But I cannot wait to react to this news. I'm bringing on my best friend. It was from he actually when we started this a few years back going live, he will hop on with me. So from time to time, y'all gonna see us do this. Maybe we may have something a little special to come for y'all later. But we both get into the news, and I wanted y'all to just see us react in real time to this Joe Biden news. And I want to read because I haven't read President Obama's statement yet. I just was on Twitter when I was promoting the video that we were going to go live. I saw he released a statement, so I muted CNN because I knew they was going to do it. I want to react in real time, read it together with y'all. It is crazy, Sharp. Hey, Sharp. What's up, my Murder Grove, Carrot City Parkway family in the house? Damn, super crazy. I'm just, but here's the Tito. Okay, we gonna get it. We gonna get into all of it. What we should start? What should we start? And Drew, baby, I see you backstage. So let me know when you're ready to go. I'm gonna bring you on so you could come into the conversation with me. Cause I hope you got your things. Cause the way Joe Biden is getting us. Hey friend, tell the family I said hey. We need a drink. America is a ghetto. America is the ghetto, and they try to call us blacks the ghetto. No, America is the ghetto. They the one doing the most and showing their true colors. But as always, we gotta piece it together. But before I let my friend get on and we get into the nitty gritty again, like I said, y'all make sure y'all share, like, and subscribe. Um, make sure y'all supporting us because that stuff helps us and helps us to go a long way. I'm gonna pull back up this Joe Biden picture I had from CNN. Ooh, now CNN, why you found the most raisiny, grumpy, balled up face of Joe Biden? Y'all, the media has been the way y'all have been bullying Joe Biden this whole election. It don't even feel right because he's a he's an old man. This how y'all do y'all grandparents, white people? The New York Times has been on his neck. Drop, drop, drop. The Democratic Party has been on his neck. And I'm gonna tell y'all when we get into the conversation why I was Team Joe because I was his loyal follower. He was getting my vote. And granted, the views here are views personally of Janae Tate, the person, not Hollow News as an organization. Although some people think we're one and the same. I want all my people, nonpartisan people from all political parties, Democratic, Republican, whatever background you are, I want y'all to know y'all are welcome to come on, share your news, share your information on this platform. But this today is me personally. Y'all gonna see me in rare form. Okay. I try not to give too much, but since today the world is upside down and the sky's falling, we gonna get into it and tell our true feelings. It ain't no sugarcoating at this point because we got some work to do. If we want the America to, if we want the America that we want, we got some work to do. Oh, child. Ooh, child, child, child. Hold up, as I'm waiting for some more of y'all coming in so y'all could get into the situation with us. Let me share this a few places. Okay, y'all, let me share this a little bit with on our other pages as we get ready to get into the knit and grit of Joe Biden. Mm, mm-mm. I had a song prepared and I was trying to wait for my friend to come on. I'll wait to sing the song that I made for Joe Biden because you know we wanted to just give his things before they put him out the pasture. We live tune in now. Okay, so we putting that up for the people. Okay, so there we are. So I'll give y'all my immediate, you know, thoughts on the situation. Do Kamala have a chance? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. There's a part of me that is like, I'm like, okay, I'm excited to vote for a black woman for president in my lifetime. Shirley Chisholm has run. She's the first black woman to run for president. But that part makes me excited. I'm excited to see. I think this is going to activate um young voters, millennials and Gen Zers, and progressives who wanted to see somebody who was younger and that reflected the America that we live in. So I'm hopeful. I don't know what the numbers say. I don't know how many registered voters and everything, but I will say this, that I think that if the Democrats run this campaign properly, if they get out of their own white liberal, elitist, racist, bigoted ways, because let's just call a spade a spade, the Democratic Party is just nice Republicans to me. And I'm registered as a Democrat, and I could say that. And that's what, so they're just nice Republicans to me. At the very top to me, and I've heard that they've been trying to shake things up and be more progressive. So I'm gonna give them some time to see how they play this. But that's gonna really, really show us where they really stand. But for the most part, over the years, to me, the Democratic Party has been well-meaning white people who think they know what black people and minorities and all the groups that fall under the Democratic Party, what we want. And so they use us in our community. They don't really give us any real change, real economic change, and social change, but they rely on our votes. They give us turkeys and book bag giveaways, and they send rappers to our communities when they're voting. And to me, that's a miss. And it is a slap in our face for the loyalty that we have given this party. And so I'm saying that if the Democratic Party actually does real marketing, reach grassroots organizations, give us real promises. And here's the thing, too. I also need us. That's a two-way street. So we're gonna get to the civics class of it all, how we get our things. Um, and Chandel, we gonna get on that too because a lot of people, and I've heard from one of my interviews that a lot of people in Florida and even in the country are non-party affiliation because people are like, I don't identify with none of y'all. But if the Democratic Party does their marketing campaign right, use the internet, use influencers, connect with grassroots organizations that are in the community and they run that campaign because they're raising billions of dollars. Let's be clear. Don't let them try to make it seem like they ain't got nothing, but they want to spend all their money on signs and TV and all this other BS when they can be putting it into our communities in real ways, like a Hollow News platform or like a Just Vote Period platform or like Florida Rights Restoration or Florida Rising or all these groups, a Circle of Brotherhood, like all these groups that are in our communities. I'm just saying some local groups, but they're across the nation. Put that money and put the work. And let's talk about the economic impact that campaigns have. You're not only, activating a base in the community, but you're also having a direct economic impact if you put that money in the organization so that they can do outreach and know how to reach the people properly. Because that's the T. Y'all think y'all know how to reach us instead of going to the people that actually already engage with the community that you're trying to get to vote for you. But here's the thing, come to us with real solutions and actually put it together. And we need to stay on their ass after they're elected and say, hey, during the campaign, you promised us no student loans, lower taxes, lower this, education, this. And if you don't do it, we're getting you up out of there. And here's the thing that I like about Joe Biden stepping down is he set the precedent is that you ain't got to stay as the person that's running for office. You could be stepped down when pressure's put on you. And that's what the reports are saying, that the pressure was put on Joe that he got to step down. And so I want that to be the model for every level of government. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, we're gonna get you out of there. Okay. And you don't own that seat. Whew, cha. Joe Byron. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with friend to see let me see what's going on. Oh, there he go. There he go. I'm about to call him. You ready, friend? Give me a thumbs up backstage. You ready? All right, all right. Welcome to the show. We're going to be reacting to this news. Please, if anybody wants to join the conversation, we're giving people, a few minutes, few minutes to, real quick jump on and share their views. I'm putting the link to how to log in for StreamYard. If you're on our Facebook page and our YouTube page, you'll see that link in the comments now for you to be able to come on. But without further ado, so I could talk with my friend because it's a lot. Welcome to the show, Mr. Julius Walker.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
friend.
Friend.
Do you feel like somebody just rolled all over your back and you just being put through the ringer? Because I
Well,
feel like
you know what? I mean, it's obviously chaos. A lot been going on
and,
this
and
whole week
confusion.
from the alleged attempted assassination of Trump,
At
a- along with this whole push to get Biden out of the seat. So I figured at some point we would have an alternative come into play, but he's been in the news stating, vehemently that he is not stepping aside.
yeah,
So I
he
did
was
not
like,
expect this.
I got a heart. And I'm lying at this point, but I'm exaggerating. I'm like, he like, I got the heart of a 35-year-old. I'm good. You remember the night after the debate, he came out running on that stage, put some gel and some spray tan on that skin and was like, y'all hoes, don't count me out yet. Like,
hmm
and then
hmm
Joe woke up today and said, I'm sick of y'all hoes. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all riding my back. And I really feel like this. The COVID is what really was, I think, the final straw. And here's a lot of these
Well,
things,
do
some
you
of these
think
things
he
are
actually had
theories.
COVID?
I think he did because they said he at his house isolated. But here's the thing in America, and I say this, ain't I don't do 100% nothing. So do I believe it? Yes. Could it be something? Could it be a scheme that Todd set up?
Set up to come
It could be a scheme
with the
to come
bullshit.
to us with the bullshit. Friend, what was your immediate reaction when you saw the news?
That Trump is about to be president because the United States is not
Oh,
prepared for a black female to run the country. And not only that, a lot of people feel as though Kamala has not done a lot because we don't see her. So,
mhm.
she obviously has been working very hard the past 4 years, but we don't see her often. So if you're not looking into the policies and the things that are being done to know what's being passed by her and Joe, you would assume that she's not doing much. So I don't think she's, and not only that, when she initially, ran to be president, she didn't have support from a lot of people. So
They wasn't
I don't
really
see it.
checking for your girl. So honestly, mm, that's interesting that you thought Trump. And it's crazy. One of my friends, Anthony Malcolm, he has a podcast, Manversations, but he's one of my media colleagues. And he was like, they just handed it over to Trump. They just handed the thing over to Trump. And he's like, I feel like this is a scheme because it's like a lot of people feel like, and Tontis, my fiance immediately thought that he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, Trump is going to win. He's like, why would they do this? But here's the tea. We're both Funky fans and Amanda Seales fans, and they just had a conversation about all of this. So I would implore anybody go to Funky Dineva's YouTube page. He did a great interview with Amanda Seales breaking down Project 25, but they had a whole civics lesson and they were breaking down all this stuff. And she literally like what's the oh my gosh, what's the people who had a site, and I can't think of what show sci-fi thing where they be looking into the future. It's one
The
of these
seers,
move. It's
seers.
like a seers. Yeah, she's a seer, but it's a movie, it's a sci-fi movie where that's what they do. And it's like the people, they had a gift of sight. She literally came in and was like, I could see it. And I was like, this girl is full of shit. Today,
I didn't
Amanda,
believe
I'm
it either.
sorry.
When she said that on Funky Show today, I didn't. I was
Muted.
Hello, can you
Hello.
hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. I
Oh,
had them muted, both of us. Um,
when she said that, I love Amanda, but I was kind of saying to myself, here go Amanda on one of her tangents, one of her artistic tangents.
Amanda, we all collectively as the black community, we all owe you apology. Cause even Funky was like, I take I take what he was saying, not offense, but like we diverge on our opinions when it comes to how you've been saying Joe Biden needs to step down. Like, I don't think that adds to anything. And so that's what I was thinking too. It's like, look, we ain't got no other choice. We ain't used and we ain't used to this in America. When she broke down that France example of saying Francis just did this. And she's like,
Right.
and so y'all really need to go watch this interview. But what I loved about what she said was in America, we don't watch other people's news. We don't know world events. So our news doesn't show us that. So we don't have examples of how other people do stuff. Because even you and I were talking, and we were saying America is like the last developing country that has never elected a woman to be president. But if we were looking at what other people are doing around the world on a constant basis, if our news included that, we would have examples of it. And we would know it's possible. And so France literally just did what Joe Biden did, where the
Well, they were
presidential
weeks away. They were
and
weeks
yeah,
away. I don't even think they were months away. They were
yeah,
weeks away.
yeah, they were weeks away, and their
Right.
presidential candidate dropped out. He saw that he was losing. And I'm paraphrasing. I don't know all the T's. I'm taking it from what she said. And they were like, look, we'll have a better chance if I step out of this. Did it. And I think they won, right? The guy?
I do believe the party that jumped in did win.
Look, you don't think the people gonna vote for Kamala?
Well, I mean,
Because you
I'm
see
on
Joe
CNN.
Biden and the Clintons just threw their support behind her, and we could
I
read the
did see
Obama.
that.
We need to read Obama's statement.
Well, look, let me
Because I
read
know.
this here from CNN. I'm on CNN.com right now, and it says what happens next with Biden out of the race. Individual delegates will need to select the party's nominee either during a virtual roll call tentatively scheduled for early August or on the convention floor in Chicago next month. This is the first time a U.S. president has exited a re-election run in decades. So, you know,
Mm.
if they don't select Kamala, there's a faction of the Democrats that want to have a choice, but then obviously majority of the Democrats say, hey, we have a vice president. That's the role of the vice president. She needs to step into that role. That's what she was selected for.
And from what I saw on CNN as well, there's the Democratic Party has not endorsed anybody, and that's just not their process. Like, you have to be nominated and the delegates and all that stuff like that. It's more so Joe Biden and the Clintons giving um her that stamp of approval helps with that. So by no means, guys, with Joe Biden made a suggestion. He made an endorsement. What he said is not law because the Democratic Party has a process, just like the Republican parties and all the other um, the political parties of our country. They have a process in which they select the presidential candidate. Here's the Tito, and I don't know if you saw this. So I didn't even know until was watching the news today. They said that, and I think this is a huge factor on why Joe Biden had to step down. They said the donors stopped donating, like their huge donors were holding money, and they said they refused to support Joe Biden, and they pretty much forced his hand because they were going to run out of money. And now they said as soon as he announced it, they said all these donations coming in. They said the donations is going
Yeah,
crazy.
but
It's
are the
it
donations going to the Harris, whoever
yes,
she
the
chooses? Because
Democratic Party that
Amanda
they're
did
going to.
state, though, Amanda stated, but obviously I don't know this. We're going based off what Amanda says, so
Mhm.
we would have to look it up and actually see how it works. But she stated that that money doesn't wouldn't go to her because it was donated to
For
the
that
Biden
campaign.
Harris campaign, and this is there will be a separate campaign, but I don't
No,
know,
this is
you know.
new. These are new donations that are coming in, and
Oh, so that
so
are for Kamala.
yeah, they're for Kamala, and literally, and it's people texting me about this. So somebody, one of my girls out of the Tampa Bay area who's really into the political scene up there, she literally showed me a screenshot. Like she just got like, let's go. We're matching donations. There's stuff coming in, like, and it's for Kamala. And so
Mm.
literally she got a text alert saying, like, let's donate, let's go to the final let's get her across the finish line. So they don't set up the stuff already for Kamala to get donations. You see how quick they is? Somebody on CNN was like, "Is her logo even ready?"
Right. Do y'all have everything together already? Do we have it? They
It's
probably been working on that though, I would
no,
imagine
but
they did.
she said she just found out with us. She ain't know. They said she didn't know.
Oh,
Kamala found out.
she released a statement. Do you want to look that up and read it, or you want me to read
Yeah, we
it?
could release the hey Corey, you want to come on? Look, I have it on the hey friend. we We we're going live. You want to come share your 2 cents? You feeling crazy? You getting your drink? You trying to figure out what America got going on? How they trying to ring us through all they drama? Here's the thing: if a black person was running it anyway, we wouldn't even be having these issues. If we had somebody younger, we've had a minority, somebody really from the people. And no shade to Joe Byron, he just been in
But
politics.
would we wouldn't have these issues, but would we not have other issues? I mean, come on, let's think about a lot of the common. Story is funny. Think about the
We
common
check their part.
issues, the common issues that a lot of black businesses have. I would say, not to say that because Kamala is black and she would be the president that we would have those issues. But am I being
Oh, so you
racist
saying
against
black
my own
people?
people?
You don't think
I
black
was
people?
just
You
I
don't
was
think
just
black people
about
could lead?
no, I'm not
We
saying.
literally had a whole black president
I
that
had to
did good
say I had to stop myself and say, am I being racist against my own people?
because you
Um,
literally said, yeah, we wouldn't have had those issues, but we gonna have a black business. The small.
I'm just
Did you compare? Black
I
elected
know.
officials in leadership to small mom and pop corner stores
I know. I
and
don't.
chicken shacks that have systematic racism and unfair funding and things that have kept us behind. No, but I see what you're saying. And here's the thing, I think the different issues would be kind of like what Obama had, where people didn't want to um they wanted him dead and all these death threats, and then you saw the Tea Party rose and the Republican Party rose, and so the the support and the racism was on an all-time high, and that makes things tough when you can't have the legislative body, like the House and the Senate, to be able to pass things that you said that you were campaigning for. So it's just hmm. Okay, let's read. Let's You want to read Kamala's statement first before we read Barack's? Let me pull it up. Kamala, because I haven't read her statement. Let me see Kamala Harris statement. Come on, Google, get be faster, girl. You know what I'm looking for. Um, where you found the statement from Kamala? It was on CNN. Okay, so let me see. Okay, Time Magazine got it up. Come on, somebody got us. Okay, so Vice President Kamala Harris has withdrew in a statement issued. You can read about it further down. No, I want to read it now. Don't give me no article. I want her statement now. Okay, here it is. Is this it? Why is all of this in quotes? Okay, here it is. Here it is. On behalf of the American people, this is Kamala Harris' full statement here. Um, she said, on behalf of the American people, I thank Joe Biden for his extraordinary leadership as president of the United States and for his decades of service to our country. His remarkable legacy of accomplishment is unmatched in modern American history, surpassing the legacy of many presidents who have served in term in office. It is a profound honor to serve as vice president, and I am deeply grateful to the president, Dr. Biden, and the entire Biden family. I first came to know President Biden through his son, Bo. We were friends from our days working together as Attorney General of our home states. As we worked together, Bo would tell me stories of his dad, the kind of father and the kind of man he was, and the qualities Bo revered in his father are the same qualities, the same values I've seen every single day in Joe's leadership as president. His honesty and integrity, his big heart and commitment to his faith and his family, and his love of our country and the American people. With the selfless and patriotic with this selfless and patriotic act, President Biden is doing what he has done throughout his life of service, putting the American people and our country above everything else. I'm honored to have the president's endorsement, and my intention is to earn and win the nomination. Over the past year, I've traveled across the country talking with Americans about the clear choice in the momentous election, and that is what I will continue to do in the days and weeks ahead. I will do everything in my power to unite the Democratic Party and unite our nation to defeat Donald Trump and his extreme Project 2025 agenda. Oh, she had put it on him. We have 107 days until election day. Together we will fight, and together we will win. Ooh, what you think? What you think?
I mean, I'm doubtful. I'm very doubtful of Kamala for some reason. So I'm
You don't
hoping that
like
she.
her?
No,
You
I
don't like
like
her?
her. I like her, but I'm just hoping that she comes and really brings it, so that the people are energized and the people are ready to get out and vote, because a lot of people are not prepared to get out and vote. A lot of people are ready to sit at home on the couch that day. They don't want to go out and vote. They don't want to waste their time because they don't trust either party.
And that has been the issue with civics in our country. I think here's the thing. They have gone out of their way to make sure that we're ignorant to the process, and then are surprised when we're, as a whole, are ignorant to the process. And now, had they been educating people on how civics work, then this wouldn't even shake anybody. It'd be like, okay, we have to do what we got to do. I vote anyway. Okay, whatever. But because, like you said, people are distrustful. They don't, y'all have done F behind all of this stuff, like they have made people not trust. And so now you need them to trust in this process. And you have a short window to gain their trust and motivate them to go to the polls. And Nicole Stewart, you said Kamala already has $300 million behind her. Say what? Wow, Kamala 2024. Oh, so Nicole,
Send me the. I need the.
you a Kamala fan.
Nicole, I need the support and links and documents to the documentation for that one. I don't know. I don't know about the 300 million.
Wait, I believe it because the way that the CNN people said the money, because they said the donors were holding, um, they were holding the donation, so they were already ready to go. Now here's the T.
Trying to steal
What
this
don't you?
election.
Because I'm sensing you don't really see it for her. I'm sensing you don't really see it for her.
I see it for her. I would hope and pray that we do get a black female president. And she went to a HBCU. She's an AKA, so I'm all for her, being president. But it's just, can she win? That's my thing is, can she win? We need somebody that can actually go against Trump and win, because I've been paying attention to the Republican Party. I've been watching every rally that Trump has had. I watched the convention they had the other night, all 3 nights, and they are energized. Right. Whoever that is said, all right, I don't see it either. I
Y'all don't
feel
see it
like
for Kamala.
the
I s-
Republican Party is energized, and that assassination attempt definitely um pumped them up a lot. And it
I
even
think,
drew some people to him, because now they're feeling sympathy for him and what he had to deal with.
and I'm of the mind of Nicole. I think we can win if we vote. And here's the thing. That's why I said the Democratic Party, excuse me, has to market the fuck out of this race. If they market properly, and like Amanda said, the internet exists. There's ways to reach people where they are. I am hopeful that if they do it correctly, they can win because I think there is a small faction of people. I don't think the people who are crazy MAGA fans represent the entirety of the United States. And just from the popular vote for Joe Biden last time showed us that how many people, if they turn out, because it's more people who I think are either moderate or more liberal leaning than there are conservative. And so if you do enough to activate them, then they will show up and they will have the numbers. The thing that the Democratic Party did badly with the Hillary Clinton campaign, they weren't motivating the people to come out. The voter turnout was so low. So when voter turnout is low, that's when Republicans win, and they want that by design. So to me, I think if the Democrats do the same bullshit, be quiet, be meek, don't hit back, because I'm so tired of that. Stop. How you just keep letting somebody punch you in the face and you don't never hit back? If they do the same type of stuff that they doing, y'all, you're right. I don't see it for her. She not gonna win. I also think this, and we were talking about this offline, friend. Who they choose to be her running mate, and like we were saying, she's
Hmm.
gonna have to pull a
Hmm.
Obama and find her Joe Byron. She's gonna have to find her a Joe Byron that could get the people motivated, like, that are in between. Cause we all know they don't want to just see a black, like she can't go get Cory Booker or the fine man who the governor of Westmore, fine man from Maryland. That governor over there. Real fine man, real fine man. Hey Wes.
Oh.
I mean, friendly. I be forgetting I'm engaged sometimes. But you know, because I'm like, hey Wes,
Right.
I'm calling him Joe Byron. Oh, I get that from the Daily Show. Trevor Noah used to be calling him everything but Joe Biden, and I thought that shit was so funny. And so he used to be calling him Joe, because his middle name Robinette, so he'd be like Joseph Rafiki Byron, like. And I used to think that shit was so funny, and I just been calling him Joe Byron for years at this point.
Look, these
But y'all
are
know I
these are
mean
some of
Biden.
the potential candidates that they're saying who could be her VP. Josh Shapiro, he's a Pennsylvania governor. We have Andy Bashir.
Do you see this comment on?
Oh, right. Oh my gosh, we need to get into that. The Grinder app crashed at the RNC.
Because
They
they
said,
down low, nasty.
right.
They
But
be
look,
getting it
this guy,
going.
this guy that
The
was
party of
on that
morals.
this guy that lives there said there's usually, they did like this test. There's usually like 5 profiles that have torso images, like just the torso. There were over 50. There were over 50 plus that had just torso images. I guess just a plain blank image so that they can, disguise themselves as whoever they want to be. But it was all the same image. And obviously these were people, this spike happened that weekend. So it was obviously all people at the RNC.
Oh, definitely. But here's the tea, and we always try to act. We know the white men like black men. They be, especially the ones that go so hard against LGBTQ as our good girl, our queen,
It ain't just
T
the
as
white
call it.
man.
She call it Libitica,
It ain't
Libida,
just it ain't just the white libiquita.
Libiquita, the Libiquita people. You right, but that's gonna be a whole conversation.
Look,
Y'all be gay out here. Y'all be
look,
down low.
y'all be
Y'all be like
gay
it
as
big
fuck. How we
and
get
be.
here? Let's not.
I know
We can't
no,
go.
we go in here because the Democrats be doing it too. Even though they the party, they a little bit more liberal. But a lot of y'all politicians who go hard against the gays be a gay. But we can bring it back to the RNC crashing
Right,
at hell.
right.
And I wasn't surprised by that because, like we said, a lot of white men is, and let's not even say not just putting it on a white man because that's not the only conservative or Republicans, but a lot of them are that. And they be closeted and be on them
Mhm.
apps, calling to get them some bussy.
They not. No, they not. I mean, some of them are looking for pussy, but a lot of them are looking for BBC.
What's BBC?
What?
What's BBC?
Somebody in the comments tell her what BBC is, please. I'm not telling her what BBC is because she
Oh,
should
big
know.
black COCK.
Exactly.
Oh, so they be wanting to get
Like
pumped.
the BBW, big black, BBC. Right.
They be wanting to get pumped on, and taking all the rights away and want to get pumped
They
on.
want to
They taking all
snatch
the
the
gay
right.
rights away.
So in the daytime, they snatching your rights. You can't get married, but at nighttime, in the
They
in the
getting
in the
pumped.
streetwalker hours, they want you to, you know,
Mm. And what's scat play?
somebody in the comments tell her what scat is because I'm not telling her what scat is. I'm not. You tell me. Look, you tell me what you think scat is.
Scat sucking.
It's the nastiest thing you can do.
What, like come in somebody's mouth?
No, what's the nastiest thing you can think of during sex that you could do?
Boo
The
boo on somebody?
nastiest. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
talking about so Google it, baby. So the verdict is that the Republicans is nasty. So
The
they
Republicans is nasty. They nasty. Y'all nasty.
you know what I want to know? What that grinder app gonna do during the DNC? I want to know what them numbers is. So let's see. Let's be
Look,
bipartisan, baby. Let's see what they doing at the DNC.
look, it
Um,
probably be the same. But the Grinder, the president of Grinder, the CEO, came out and specifically stated that that's their. He said, I think it was like their
at
Super
busiest
Bowl.
time, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
like a
So
spike.
yeah, he didn't say anything about the Democratic convention. So
So, wait, so just to take it back to some of the people, we don't did our little sidebar.
I
Some of the
know
people that they said that could be front runners. Uh, I think she needs a white
for
man. When we said she gonna have to
well
Obama it, she gonna have to
these
get
are
her a white
all
man from
these
a
are all white men. Oh, you're the controller, so I can
what, share the link.
I can't share anything. No, I was gonna share
You could
like
put it
kind
in
of
a private chat. You could put it in a private chat. But so some people, Gavin Newsom, that's what Gavin Newsom from California, Pete
yeah,
Buttigieg, and I
but
don't know the
now
other people that some people said, but some white men gonna have to come from some battleground states. Tanta's my
but
fiance was
they're
saying
gonna
that
have to be more conservative.
he said they're gonna have to come from the South. He's like they're gonna have to find a Democrat
So it can't.
that's
It's not
popular.
gonna be Pete. It's not gonna be Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is not gonna be the VP pick. Like
Yeah, he
people
not.
are literally
He too
running in.
liberal.
Yeah, people are running in stores in California, snatching stuff out, and the people are not doing anything. The police are not doing anything. So
Really?
no, and the people are
California is
getting
crazy.
out quick. They're not getting harsh sentences. That's why people are doing these things.
Oh, so he made the laws a little too soft.
Hmm.
I thought Gavin Newsom had a whole bunch of like in progressive politics. I mean policies that he had enacted too. That like that's a lot of people like him as well. But
A lot of people do
you
like
know,
them, but a lot of people don't like the way California is ran.
mm, 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 mm. Let me see. You don't found it.
Oh
Oh,
no,
great,
that was just
great.
something quick.
Oh, okay. You found the link.
Let
What
me
I was gonna
see.
say, I think that if she pulls a Obama, they market the hell out of it. They put the money where it needs to go into grassroots efforts to reach minorities and women's and young people. Don't just actually listen to people who actually do this work. Because like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you heard me. I said I feel like the Democratic Party is full of what I like to call nice Republicans in the sense of it's white people, well-meaning white people, the allies that think that
Hmm.
they know what we need. They tell us, "Oh, you need to do this," instead of listening to the groups that they're trying to turn out to vote. So if they actually run this shit the way it's supposed to, and if they put that money to work, the billions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, then I think we'll see a difference. Let's see
Yeah,
this. Let me share this tab.
I just got an email from Joe Biden, a personal email, because that's my boy, and he said he basically confirming what we all talking about. I could prove it. What
Oh,
that say? Joe Biden to Julius. Don't play with me.
oh, first of all, I get so many press releases from Joe Biden, at least like 30, 40 a day. I'm about to mute his ass because
Look,
he had my
hey,
inbox in shambles. Shambles. I said,
right.
Joe Biden, why do I need 30 emails a day? I don't even care that much. Before we see the list of people and read Obama's statement, I wanted to give the family out here just to send Joe off on his way. I wanted to celebrate him with a song, because I feel like it's like a retirement party. You want to give him a celebratory send off. And so I came up with this song. It's a remix to a classic, and I hope y'all feel it.
I'm not ready for this.
Okay, here we
What
go.
is it?
Mm. Anytime, any place, Joe Biden is the man. Thank you, Joe Byron, for your word. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't give a damn what they do. You forgave our student loans. I
Oh.
love you, Biden. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't give a damn what they do.
Undying
I don't
loyalty.
give you all dying loyalty.
Look,
I love you,
hey, don't be stealing my
Biden,
lines,
baby.
bitch. Them student loans solidify everything. Anybody who got their student loans forgiven, 100% vote.
Joe Biden could have came in here and punched me and Tontis in the face. You still got our vote. Literally, we got our house because Joe Biden forgave them student loans. And I'm talking about over $100,000 in student loans. So if you was in that number, and I personally wasn't in the number, he forgave my fiance's student loans, but it helped us. The credit
Well,
scores
it's
went up.
affording a
The
lot of people the
Yes,
opportunity to do
the
exactly
houses,
what y'all just
the
did.
debt to income went down. Like I said, Joe Biden's good with me. I don't care
Yeah.
what y'all say about him. Now you can vote for whoever you want. I'm never telling anybody who to vote for. But as for me and my house, we will serve President
Joe
Joe Biden.
Biden,
Okay.
exactly.
And if Joe Biden telling us we ride at dawn, we gonna be riding at dawn. Okay. So if he's saying he riding with Kamala, whoever he say he riding with, that's who I'm riding with. How we
All
is
right,
on time frame?
Allison.
'Cause I know we both gotta run out of
Yeah, I'm gonna probably. I mean, I'm not getting out of here till another, 2 hours or so. So.
Oh, for the to go to, okay.
Hmm,
But
hmm.
oh, let's read the list of the people who they said
Yeah,
was
let's
the
do that.
front
Let's do that.
runner. Oh wait, well we could do the Obama because I really want to know what this. I want to see what Obama said. I want to see. Okay, so here it is. We got it on the screen. What Joe Biden at? Somebody said they feel like I feel like he tried me. You feel like Joe Biden tried you?
Look, he did. He led us on like all this time. He's been saying that he is capable. He's not stepping aside, and people have been supporting him. And now it's
I
exactly
know.
what
It's
people have been
like
saying.
I felt disappointed, but I also feel like he was bullied too. I feel like he was bullied.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this statement from President Obama. Let's see what he's saying to the thing, because I immediately thought I said, "What Obama finna say?" I need to hear from Daddy Obama.
You know
I have
he's
to hear from
supporting
Daddy
us.
Obama.
You know he's
Hmm.
supporting us.
Wait. You think he you, I don't know what he said. Let me see.
Read
Okay,
it.
this is from President Obama. I mean, our forever president. Hey, Auntie Shell. Um, President President Joe Biden has been one of America's most consequential presidents, as well as a dear friend and partner to me. Today, we've also been reminded again that he's a patriot of the highest order. 16 years ago, when I began my search for a vice president, I knew about Joe's remarkable career in public service. But what I came to admire even more was his character, his deep empathy, and hard-earned resilience, his fundamental decency and belief that everyone counts. Since taking office, President Biden has displayed that character again and again. He helped end the pandemic, create millions of jobs, lower cost of prescription drugs, passed the first major piece of gun safety legislation in 30 days, made the biggest investment to address climate change in history, and fought to ensure the rights of working people to organize for fair wages and benefits. Internally, he restored America's standing in the world, revitalized NATO, and mobilized the world to stand up against Russia aggression in Ukraine. More than that, President Joe Biden appointed us away from 4 years of chaos, falsehood, and division that characterized Donald Trump's administration. Through his policies and example, Joe has reminded us who we are at our best, a country committed to old fashioned values like trust and honesty, kindness and hard work, a country that believes in democracy, rule of law, and accountability, a country that insists that everyone, no matter who they are, have a voice and deserves a chance at a better life. This outstanding track record gave President Biden every right to run for re-election and finish the job he started. Okay, now Joe Biden understands more than anyone the stakes in this election, how everything he has fought for throughout his life and everything that the Democratic Party stands for will be at risk if we allow Donald Trump back in the White House and give Republicans control of Congress. I also know Joe has never backed down from a fight. For him to look at the political landscape and decide that he should pass the torch to a new nominee is surely one of the toughest in his life. But I know he wouldn't make this decision unless he believed it was right for America. It's a testament to Joe Biden's love of country and a historic example of a genuine public service, once again putting the interests of the American people ahead of his own, that future generations of leaders will do well to follow. We will be navigating uncharted waters in the days ahead, but I have extraordinary confidence that the leaders of our party will be able to create a process from which an outstanding nominee emerges. I believe that Joe Biden's vision of a generous, prosperous, and united America that provides opportunity for everyone will be on full display at the Democratic Convention in August. And I expect that every single one of us are prepared to carry that message of hope and progress forward until November and beyond. For now, Michelle and I just want to express our love and gratitude to Joe and Jill for leading us so ably and courageously during these perilous times and for their commitment to the ideals of freedom and equality that the country was founded on. Oh, um, Obama did not come out and endorse Kamala. Surprising. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I just knew he was gonna follow suit like the Clintons. The Clintons was like, We ain't even gotta see nothing. We don't gotta see a platform, a campaign. She got our vote. She got our nomination. Um, wow. That that was surprising. I totally did not see him not giving her that support. So it's gonna be an interesting next couple of weeks and months as we see how the Democratic Party decides who is going to be, the leader and get the Democratic nomination. Because here's the true tea. They have a whole process and they could choose who they want. And I'm pretty sure it's people that's been sitting in the wings waiting for their chance to run for president, probably want to run this year, but there's a whole um, you know, thing that they do where they're like, okay, we wait in our and waiting for our time. But I know a lot of them wanted Joe to get out the way. So let's see who comes out and says, look, I'm gonna be the one that y'all need to vote for. Now let's read while we wait for Julius to come back, let's read who Kamala Harris's running mate could be. And they got people on the screen. I don't know none of these white men's. I don't know none of their faces. Let's see who's pictured here. Okay, these are people that they say could possibly be Kamala Harris running mate. We need to know this because they're gonna be pushing these people in our face. Him right here, he look a little Spanishy. He look a little mulatto-y. You think he look like a man of color. I'm okay. I'm with it. I'm with it because that could activate the Latino vote, the Hispanic, the Latinx vote. Okay, so from right to left, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper, that's him. They saying he's a possibility. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, that's him. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, that's him. Looking like Professor Xavier from the X-Men. And Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, excuse me, I'm reading it directly, are all potential picks for Kamala Harris running mate. Gavin Newsom, Buttigieg, ain't none of them that they was talking about on Funky and Amanda Live came up because I don't remember none of these names. Mm-mm. Interesting. Interesting. I'm okay with them picking someone that they feel that will unify the party, unify the country, and that people have trust in. But don't go get no old white man. You know, be wise with the decision. Y'all got a chance to really, really make a difference. And if they don't do that, it's a big miss. And I honestly, at that point, I feel like whatever happened with the Democrats, it's on them. Like y'all have a chance right now to make a difference and y'all not. And here's the thing that I'm excited about. I feel like all of those undecided voters, I feel like all of those people who um are saying they're tired of the process or they wanted somebody that was younger, that was more energetic, that reflected America, that was a minority. Um, you now have an opportunity to bring them back. And I'm excited about that. And I really want younger people to show out. I want my fellow millennials, my Gen Zers, I want us to show them and say, hey, now that y'all did what we wanted, let me hold my cup. Hold my cup. Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch us activate. And here's the tea. The way the kids have been activated on college campus when it comes to this Palestine and Israel situation, don't let the media fool you and make you think that younger people aren't engaged. There are a lot of millennials that are super voters like myself that we're engaged in politics and they like to make it the media likes to make it think that we're not engaged. And I'm so glad Amanda said that on this interview when she reminded me about the kids on the college campus because I've heard over the years and that's been my thought too that younger people aren't engaged. Of course the numbers show as well that they're not voting at the highest rate, but I think it's because of apathy. I think it's because you haven't been engaged or showed them what they want or even taught them the process. But I feel like younger people are ready to get into it. Like, here's the thing, me and you are into this. I see young people like they into it, like the stuff we see on college campuses. The people want to be a part of the process, but when they see bullshit, when
Yeah, but
our
I
when
don't I
what?
don't know because I was just checking something out earlier today with Charlemagne the God, and he was talking to a younger lady, a younger girl who works on the Breakfast Club also, Nyla Simone. And
Mhm.
she saw the headline like of the attempted assassination on Trump. And she says all she did was read the headline and said, oh, that's fake, and kept going. And she didn't watch the video. She didn't look into it. She didn't no further research. She just moved on about her day. And she really didn't care at all. And even in the conversation about politics with Biden and the attempted assassination with Trump, she was very kind of dismissive and just kind of seemed bored. And she is around the 20 to 27 age range, so she is Gen Z. And not to say that she is her attitude is indicative of the entire Gen Z population, but I do feel I get that kind of lackadaisical, mindset from them when it comes to politics.
I felt that way until Amanda reminded the audience of college campuses and how movements start on those campuses. And I even remember when Obama was running and how activated we were at FIU and energized and college campuses across the country. And so I do think it
Amen.
drops off a little bit when you're out of college, like, so that 24 to maybe 30 age range, maybe, they may not be engaged, but I feel like the kids that are in college, I think they're hella plugged in and they're watching.
Mm,
And I think that they're activated, they're agitators, they're activists, they're ready to protest and march. I just think too, and also think too that the knowledge generation, I think they haven't been properly educated or informed. And I think that if America showed them that this is something they should care about, then they would.
mhm.
Um, because here's the thing, and I keep thinking about this visual, and I don't know if you remember this when Biden was elected. Do you remember the footage of people in the streets and all those? That was young people. Of course, there's people of all. That was a lot of young
When
people who
you
were like
in
who were
2020?
yeah, in 2020. You remember all the people because it was right in the height of COVID. And it was like, we need to stay inside. People's like, fuck that. We did this together, y'all. Like, we need to party. We've been in these houses. And the popular vote, like, that's the thing I feel like we all need to remember too. Like, the popular vote shows you what the country overall, when we have access to voting and it's easy to vote, we show up. We show up. But
That
when
we
you
do.
don't engage us and you don't make it easy for people to vote, they not gonna come. And that's the issue too. And here's the real team that a lot of people forget. The voter turnout actually helped a lot of Republican candidates. It didn't help Trump win, but down ticket because voter turnout was higher in some of those states where it would like a battleground. Republicans won because more people voted. So it actually benefited everybody when more people voted. But I think by design with a lot of these voter suppression laws, that they saw what can happen, especially on the federal level of when we all come out. And they were like, we gotta repeal all this stuff back because they can't, like, we made it easy for them to vote and they voted. Like,
That's what they said.
yeah,
Exactly.
like people
Exactly.
was doing vote by mail and stuff. They was like, oh, I gotta leave. I gotta go. When they made it easy, and you remember what was out there too? A lot of information. Of course, COVID was a different time. We all had nothing to do, so we were really tuned the fuck in. But that's also too, if you put the information out there, people were educated on the process, like everybody was in it. They, when it came to the midterms, all of that went away. And they
Hmm.
wonder why people don't care. And here's the T: you can't come to us election year. And I'm sick of that shit. I'm
Yeah.
so sick of that.
They should have been, first of all, Biden should have dropped out when the conversation first started about his health. I feel like he probably should have pivoted.
It should have been a plan. Cause here's the T: and until he dropped them student loans, I didn't care for Biden or Trump. I was just like, well, I'm not voting
Oh
for
wow.
Trump,
So the
but I
student
didn't
loans is what
care.
pushed you over.
Oh, the student loans is definitely. And here's the thing though, why you ain't do more of that? All of us would have been like, okay, girl, you got
Yeah.
the vote. You should have did as much as you can individually for people. And we came in and we put you in office. And also too, Kamala, I don't know you because you don't outshine the president. Because I remember when Obama was president, I'm like, I barely saw Joe, but I just
Yeah,
felt like
exactly. That's why I don't get
I
why she
felt
gets so much backlash.
I feel like he had an opportunity to do something different, especially to activate the black base. And she should have been more, you get what I'm saying? Like what she's doing now, over the years, she should have been doing that. Essence Fest every year. Don't just come election year, come every fucking year.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. It
They
does seem like every time there's an election, they wait until that year to get to go to play not like us at one of the White House parties and get Kamala, juking
get
and
some
get
kente cloth.
Joe in the corner staring out. Have you seen these clips of Joe? Jesus Lord, Joe just be
Did you see? I said CNN. Let me share this screen. I said CNN chose the most raisined, scrambled up face of Joe Biden. I said,
Look at it. Look at him.
the way they been
Joe be
doing.
so lost.
Here's the thing, because I be showing Tots his the stuff. So the one when he called, he said me and Vice President Trump. Tots said,
Oh, right.
yeah.
Damn it,
After that,
Biden.
after that, I couldn't even say nothing else about
Can
his
you do
speech
anything
impediment.
right?
I couldn't say no more because I was defending him. I'm like, he doing this. Okay, here's the thing, because I put a poll up on Hello News before we came on. I said, I was asking people how did they feel. I was like, are you excited about it? Are you like about damn time? Do you feel like he was bullied or do you not care either way? I'm like, I want to know what your thoughts are like. Cause I personally feel like he was bullied and I didn't like that. Like bullying an old man, like something about that just doesn't feel good to me.
I
What
definitely
do you
think he
think?
was bullied also. I mean, because if you watch the interviews, all the different interviews he's done and the occasions he's spoken at it over the past week, he's stated that he is staying in the race. You know, he feels like he can do it. So for this to come out of the blue, but also with that being the whispers throughout the week that we've heard of, you know, donors and other people in the Democratic Party saying he needed to step aside. We knew this was coming, but I definitely don't think it was something that he wanted at all.
Mm, I think
And was Kamala ready? I don't know if Kamala, I've been thinking to myself, like, was Kamala ready or was she
she
sitting
was
back there
not.
like, whoa, this
She
is
probably I think she was hearing the rumors of it and probably like, okay, this is a possibility. But like the news says, she found out when we found out. So she probably was like,
right.
okay, I'm gonna ride with him to the end. This is what we doing. And but I do think in the back of your mind, when you don't get to that level of power without thinking you want the top spot, Ghost. Like I'm
Hmm.
Tariq and Ghost. Like I want that top spot. Like teach me the game, Ghost. Like I'm sitting here in the
Hmm.
wings. Like I'm ready for my turn. Um, I feel like when you this is what the tea I wonder to share. And this is not based in fact. This was a text message that I got that somebody heard. So we just putting it out there. This is rumors, this is gossip, this is tea. I heard that Obama and Bill Clinton was pressuring Joe to drop out of the race. And I think it has something to do, just as me connecting dots and just putting out theories. And you can tell me what you think. I think when that money started drying up and when the big donors that they count on was like, hell no, we won't go, and which really, really manipulated it for the party. I think when they said we're not going to donate, and all everybody know if you run out of money, you lose. I think that's when the pressure really came on Joe. Because I think other than that, I think he really was committed, like you said, because he's been saying it from all this time. I think when that money, I
Dried
think the
up.
money is the main thing that caused him to say, "Damn, if I can't be the reason why we don't win, because if they don't want to donate to me, okay, then I need to step out and let them figure out who they want to donate to, because it's bigger than me and my ego." That's what I feel like
Hmm.
happened. What you think?
I mean, I agree. I think the donors probably pulled out, and with that money drying up, you know, if they don't have the funds to push the party forward, you know, to win the presidency, then they need to give it up.
Yeah, and I think all of them was like, "Look, nigga, sorry, in word. I hope we ain't monetized anyway." That was like, "Look, nigga, like we ain't got no money, so they saying they don't want you, so we gonna have to do something about it."
Hmm. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, but like
child.
we said, the question is, can Kamala do it? You know, Kamala has just been so over the past 4 years, she's been so I mean, every single time I see her, she is just
What?
I don't know, like I'm not gonna vote for Trump, but I'm just saying like the Republican party knows how to spice it up. You get what I'm saying?
They
Like as I'm
do.
watching the RNC with Amber Rose and her, that was so random. Them pulling Amber Rose out of there. They brought Hulk Hogan on there, amongst the other people that they've had come and speak. It's just they are energized, and I don't feel that with the Democratic Party. And I feel like what I've gotten from Kamala over the past 4 years with her energy and how it just feels so lazy. I mean, I hate to say lazy because of the connotation that connotation is associated with black people. So I definitely don't want to call her lazy, but it just seems as though she's a little like she comes off that way. I don't know what she's
Like she
actually
ain't
done.
like she not doing anything.
Yeah, but I
Like
guess that's how it probably would be with the vice president because they're
the vice, they're the Veep. But here's the thing,
yeah,
she's the like you said, the Republican Party is so good at messaging, so good at marketing. They have
right.
no problem tooting their own horn. And even with the amount of money that Joe Biden has given to HBCUs, the things he's done in housing, healthcare, um, education, like they never tell us what they're doing. They just do the work. We
And
never
also,
know. And that's the issue. So Kamala could have been behind a lot of shit, but they don't even tell us.
but
So how we supposed to
also
know, girl?
they don't like trash talk. Like look at
That's
what
what
Trump
we do.
right, look at what Trump just released, when Biden dropped out and how he,
What he said.
he went in.
What he said. I didn't even
Let
see
me read it.
it.
I'm gonna read it.
But that's what I want too. I'm sick of that. We go when they go high low, we go high. No, go low to the flow. Scrap, punch, bite, kick in a fight. Thompson's always tell me he be like, there's no fairness in fight. If it's you against somebody else, it's life or death. And we saying, metaphorically, life or death. You bite somebody, you hit them off guard, you pick up a weapon, you hit them in their eyeballs, you hit them in
It's not
every
fair.
pain point. And the Republicans have no problem beating the Democrats' ass. Like
Look,
they don't
exactly, and
fight
they
fair.
do every time. Look at it. Let me show you how Donald just socked Joe across his jaw for the last time. He said crooked Joe Biden was not fit to run for president and certainly not fit to serve, and never was. He only attained the position of president by lies, fake news, and not leaving his basement. All those around him, including his doctor and the media, knew that he wasn't capable of being president, and he wasn't. And now, look what he's done to our country with millions of people coming across our border, totally unchecked and unvetted, many from prisons, mental institutions, and record numbers of terrorists. We will suffer greatly because of his presidency, but we will remedy the damage he has done very quickly. Make America great again. All he said, all of that, and was kicking Joe ass the whole time through the whole message. If that was Joe Biden, it would have been Joe Biden would have been like, look, and that's Donald. But here go Joe, my fellow
We
Democrats. I have decided not to accept my nomination. Nothing. It's time to come together and beat Trump. He should have. He should have
he should have went
beat Trump
in.
ass the whole time and then said at the very end, but I'm gonna step aside and give it to Kamala. That's it. Only give us
Yes,
that little bit. Kamala gonna take over, but the rest of this should have been
he should
him
have went
going in.
in. He should have said, your old ass, your lying ass, you a criminal. We don't need to
You
vote for no
out.
criminal.
That's like quitting your job. You quitting your job and you don't take that opportunity to cuss everybody out. John, what you doing?
Schools into the side.
You
Bitch,
supposed
I
to
wanted
cuss
you from day
HR
one.
out. You supposed to call the
Your
people over at
manager.
the Pentagon, cuss their asses out over at the Pentagon. You supposed to call the Capitol, cuss their asses out.
Cuss everybody out. He should have been.
Damn,
That's no.
Joe.
You right. You when you quit your job, you go off on
You supposed
everybody.
to lay everybody to the
You
floor.
supposed to be throwing shit down in there, destroying everything. You because at
Van
this point,
Jones,
what you got to lose? You ain't got nothing to
why
lose.
why Van Jones crying? What he crying? What
It-
he on here crying about? He
I'm
crying
so
him getting
sick of
emotional. Are we able to pull that up and show that
what
to the
he on
people?
crying on. What he crying
He
on?
he crying on CNN. Just we can look up CNN. You want me to send you the
Let me
link?
see
Are
if
we able to share
CNN.
it?
Yeah, I'm actually on CNN's site. I'm so sick of Van
Here you
Jones
go. Here you go.
crying.
I got it.
I'm so sick of him crying on the news and just for what? Girl, what are you crying for? You think it's on one of the social media pages?
I just sent it to you. Oh wait,
What
let me
on
send
my
it to you here. I'm gonna send it to you
yeah.
here.
Let me see if they got something Van Jones. Oh, here you go. I found it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Glover.
Yeah. Go.
Here you go.
Joe Biden's body may not be as strong as it used to be. His language skills may not be as sharp as it used to be. His heart is as big as ever. His heart is as big and as true and as strong. And this is the difference between a politician and a leader. He made a selfless decision, and people are heartbroken. Even people who are pushing for this to happen. It's kind of like when your grandpa, you got to take the keys, and everybody, you got to take his keys, you got to take his keys, you got to, and he's fighting and he's fighting, and everybody's so frustrated, and then you finally get the keys back, and then you just cry because this is somebody that you love, this is somebody that you care about, this is somebody who was there for you, this is somebody you wouldn't be here without him, and you have to take something from him. Now, this is not, look, this politics is politics, but this is a human moment for one of the great humans in America. This is a huge moment for him, for his family, for all of us who love him, for all of us who wanted him to get across the finish line. But if you're a young person watching this is leadership. This is patriotism. This is what it means to put the country first and put the party first and put the cause first. When your arm gets tired, you let somebody else finish pitching the game. That's what Joe Biden has done, and he's done that for all of us. And so I just want to say, I don't know who's going to be the VP, the non-VP. I don't know anything about politics. I just know that I love this man. I care about this man. It was painful every day to sit up here and talk about him like he's just some problem for the party. Wait till we get to the convention. You're going to see people crying, standing, screaming, cheering. He may not get a chance to talk for 10 minutes. We finally get a chance to put our arm around this guy. He did the right thing for this country. He did the right thing for this party. All of us are going to be in this situation someday. And I hope that we take a moment to honor this man and to love this man. I love Joe Biden. I appreciate what he's done. And a lot of people are heartbroken today. Even if it's the right thing, it's still just horrible.
Living here at Tall Oaks, I feel.
Okay, girl. You back, Drew? I don't mean to I'm not gonna ever shame a black man um for being emotional. I think we black men should show emotion. I think that's a human moment and I love to see that displayed. But this ain't the time for that. Van Jones, and I love Van Jones. I like his commentary, but Van, baby, you always on these things crying, and it's something about the image of you crying on white media that's the thing that's not sitting well with me. And here's the thing, I agree with everything that he said because I literally felt that way. I was like, I don't like that they like. I feel like it's like your granddaddy, like they making him, stop doing something because he's not able. And granted, you just want to protect them, but and so I got the analogy, and I feel the way he feel, but it is just something that's just not sitting right with me with Van Jones crying on CNN every time something happened with the president,
Wait,
civil
when the last
politics.
time he cried?
Oh, this ain't the he be on there crying. This ain't I know for sure. I don't know if it was when I think it's when Trump got elected, he was crying on there about people not showing up for Hillary and what the country was gonna go through. He don't cry on there a couple of times. And it just be feeling like I don't it be feeling like I'ma just fucking say it. It be feeling like you're showing black people in a light of weakness and crying for the master. Like, you know that scene in the Django when the master got when Leonardo DiCaprio got shot and then Samuel Jackson character ran over there crying and grabbed him. And he was like, Calvin, Calvin.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I love Django, so I don't seen it so many times, but it's a scene where he like, oh my God, Calvin, Calvin, and he went to go hug the slave master, and that's the energy that Van Jones crying on CNN gives me. It just gives like if he was on BET crying, maybe I give him a little. If he was on Roland Martin crying, maybe I give him Fox Soul. But to be crying on CNN, to be showing black people in this light and with this white gaze, that just bothers me. Exactly, Chandel. That's what came to mind. It just feels very um like a I don't want to say step and fetch, but it just feels very something like it's like racism-y. Like you know how when white people want black people to look a certain way and be
hmm
meek and humble and I'm so sick like that energy. And I can't really put it in words, but you all feel it when you see blackface or a black person tap dancing, or when you see Barbie Schmurder dancing on that table for all them white people. Like shucking and jiving and cooning, like cooning. It gives coon energy. And I hate to say that, and I don't know if they're gonna block that out the YouTubes, but that's what it be giving and feeling like to me. What you thought about him crying?
I mean, I can see where his emotion comes from. I mean, he was really going hard for Biden, you know, so I can see where it comes from based on what I've seen him saying in the past few weeks in the news. But I do think it's just him. I don't think it's shucking and jiving. I just think that's his personality. You know, he just seems to be that just took me off. She said Amanda
No,
just went
I'm about
live.
to pull up the YouTube.
I know. Now I want to know what Amanda had to say.
Wait, but finish your thought, friend.
No, I just feel like, it's not that he's shucking and jiving. It's just that's how Van Jones is. You know, he's always very emotional, I don't know if you saw him on Bill Maher. Was he on not Bill Maher, but he was on the panel right after the assassination attempt, and a few people were talking, and he was kind of the same way there. Like every time you hear Van talking about a certain topic, he's just always very emotional. And I don't think it's shucking and jiving. It's just him.
And I don't think it's shucking and jiving. And I know that's his personality. Like I said, I think it's good that he shows that. I'm just saying something about it feels that way to me. The image of it, for some reason, feels that way. I'm not saying he's a coon, like, because I
Mm.
get it. He's very passionate and he has his feelings. But I was like, something about the image of it, even if that's not his intention, it feels that way to me for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's because he's in the presence of white media, like something, or white presence. It just feels that way. Shandell, what Amanda live at? Because I don't see it on her YouTube. What's the name of her YouTube page?
No, it's
Because
it probably was Instagram.
okay, let's go to Instagram because I'm like, we can react to that in real time. Okay, Amanda Seals. Let's pull her up. Amanda. Oh, yep. She live on
Yeah.
IG.
Oh, she live
Yeah.
now.
Let me see if it'll play for us. Oh, she going off.
Calling me all kind of shade, telling me I'm a MAGA, telling me I'm a terrible person.
You hear her,
How
Greg?
dare you? All type of shit.
She look cute
You can
too.
hear her. You can hear her.
Yeah.
We knew she was gonna come. We knew.
You
We
knew it.
sorry, Amanda. Well, I'm sorry.
Told y'all niggas.
I was like, stop being
They go
decisive.
low, we get loud. I told you motherfuckers that this was gonna happen.
Yes, Amanda, cuss everybody out. Look at her. Yeah, she heated.
That you learned one lesson here. Even if it's just one lesson, what I hope you heard, what I hope you learned, what I hope you have taken
like this reaction thing, friend. We could do this again.
Is that the rules change when they want it to.
You're right. You said that, girl.
Shit.
She did. Listen, when she said that, I didn't believe it.
We can't do it.
I didn't believe it.
It's too late.
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
These people
I
change the
believed it
rules
when
when
she
they
broke it
wanted
down with
to.
Funky, but before that, I was like, no.
So if you
But when she broke it down, I said, oh yeah.
Rules that are harming you, know that you are helping them. You are helping shit stay the same. They change the rules when they want to. Fuck. We are sleepwalking. We are sleepwalking. Because we be going along with shit like the rules were made for our best of intentions. And they were not. They never were. These rules wasn't made for us. The Democratic Party wasn't even made for us.
Right, we was
and
Republicans
when I say
first.
us, I don't just mean black people. Okay? When I say us, I mean the American labor force, the American humanitarian class. Okay? So this whole idea of, we got to trust the government. Don't nobody nowhere else trust the government. Shit.
That's true. We the only one.
You don't trust your government. You demand of your government.
Mm.
You don't serve your government. Your government serves you.
Mhm.
It's like the trickery that they do in Hollywood. Like, you the artist with the talent, but you answering to your manager? What the fuck sense does that make? Your manager don't got shit without you. This country don't got shit without you. These representatives aren't shit without you. It's all backwards. It's all backwards. It's all backwards. We gotta write it. We gotta write it. Shit. And I told y'all niggas. Hello.
I can't believe
She
I told them.
She did.
I did. The reason I had said that, that he wasn't going to be the nominee is because, first of all, he's been in cognitive decline for quite some time. Okay, for quite some time. Also, too, because I really believe that the global movement against the Israel apartheid state was going to actually have some effect this time. I really did believe that. Like, God made me really believe that. Not the same God that told Israelis that the land that people were living on was theirs, because that ain't my God. But the God that actually is of the people and of the earth and of the sun. That guy had told me this is actually something real this time, because look at all these people moving, and when you move, you can shift the axis of evil. So I believed that. I did. I swear to God, I did believe that. I did. And so I said, there's going to be something that's going to shift. Oh, you got, okay, call me back. I told y'all.
She don't call me back. I mean, it's so stupid. I love it.
So, something that needs to be understood. Is that the Project 2025, Trump, MAGA, whatever, that is not the majority. That's not the majority.
I said it.
The majority is everybody else. And what a lot of people forget is that at the end of the day,
she got to come back on
the
funky.
people
She
who
got to
are
come back
operating
on.
in this country are not just the people who vote. There are so many people who are left out. There are so many people who aren't even allowed to vote. There are so many people who are not even considered. Okay? And many people feel like, well, we don't got to worry about them. We'll just worry about the people who are voting. And I don't think that makes any sense. Because then you have a lot of people who aren't voting because they're like, fuck this shit.
I told you N-words.
Oh.
I don't want to be bothered with this. Now, I think it's very important that y'all remember that I had bet y'all $10. So y'all pay me my money. Pay me my money.
Amanda called.
I said I bet y'all $10.
She called us.
That this man is going to fall out. Pay me my money. You can go to my website, amandaseals.com, or you can subscribe to my Instagram.
Patreon.
And on my Instagram, or you can subscribe to my Patreon.
This bitch drunk.
And on my Patreon, I actually have a whole Smarty Rant class where I talk about what Kamala Harris would need to do to win. So all of you all in here asking me, Amanda, does Kamala Harris have a chance? Amanda, what's it going to take? Go to my Patreon, Amanda Seals. Patreon, Amanda Seals. All my thoughts should not have to be rendered for free. That's a really ridiculous concept. Go to my Patreon, and I put together a whole Smarty Rant. And tonight on my Patreon, we're going to do our regular Sunday night small doses bonus. Small doses bonus. And you can join for that in the chat as well. While I have you all here, I am on tour. These Zionists are trying to cancel my shows. They successfully canceled my show in Philadelphia. So if you want to show me love, go to amandaseals.com and buy your tickets. I will be in New York, in DC, in LA, and in Atlanta. So go to amandaseals.com, sign up for my newsletter so that you can know when these shows are going to be announced. Now, again, I told y'all niggas. Okay? I told y'all niggas. I don't know why everyone keeps saying Michelle Obama.
Why are people saying Michelle Obama for president? For president.
I know. Wait a minute.
What has Michelle Obama demonstrated that make you feel like she's a valid choice for president? Somebody tell me. Yeah. Somebody tell me. Because I really want to.
I would have voted for her.
Thank you for everybody who's getting their badges. That's right.
Yeah, Michelle is not
$10. $10. I don't know. $10. I had bet y'all. I said I want my $10. So I appreciate y'all being people of your word and your conscience. I do. Because your girl was taking a lot of heat. They really be trying to shut me the fuck up. But I hope a lot of y'all actually say, you know what? Amanda had said that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even fuck with her like that, but she had said that. She had said that.
I said it. I
she
said
had
it.
said that.
And I fuck with you though.
So then you have people who are like, well, now what?
Yeah, now what?
That's what I'm asking.
You know, this is a real turning point in our country. And I think it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't understand what a turning point in our country is. And that's because this country has done such an incredible job of putting on the blinders and not allowing folks to know the histories and the present sentiments in other nations. And so what it creates is the myopic, meaning like the single-minded view of America. And you cannot do comparative analysis if you have nothing to compare something to. There are so many nations that are constantly uprising and challenging their systems, their governments. Even nations like Israel is currently uprising. Intifada. That's what uprising means in Arabic, intifada. So when we have a nation that is in a real quandary, okay, a quagmire right now, we have to ask ourselves, what other nations have been in a similar situation? But so many of us lack any form of context of that because we haven't looked anywhere else.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
What we're living is history. We're living in
I don't know what's going on in
times.
France.
Do not trick yourself
London.
into
I don't
thinking
even
that this is some basic shit that's just going to get solved overnight. It's not. This is a very real climactic moment in American history.
It is.
This never happened in my lifetime.
Yeah, they said, what was it? Lyndon B. Johnson was the last person.
So there's a couple options
like
about what could happen next. One, they could just go ahead. This is really annoying me. They could just go ahead with Michelle and partner her with a VP, or they could have an open convention.
You mean Kamala?
An open convention.
We both.
I don't even know what that looked like, but what they're looking for right now. This is my theory. My theory is what they're looking for right now is they are looking.
Amanda is drunk.
For a Democratic ticket
that
would appease the moneymakers of this country.
What's she doing that make you feel like she's drunk?
I can just tell her based on her energy. I watch her a lot.
All of the money people,
and she don't make mistakes like that.
This country,
she would have corrected herself immediately. She's a perfectionist.
I meant Kamala. I'm sorry, I did mean Kamala.
Oh,
I don't think
in the comments
that
like what?
All the money people in this country want Donald Trump. I think there's a swath of them, a large swath of them. You have people like, he admitted that Elon Musk has been giving him $45 million. Hey, Taz. He admitted that. I meant Kamala. Let it go. I meant Kamala.
See?
So Silicon Valley.
I told you.
360. Silicon Valley.
I
don't know why y'all want Michelle. When I see people say, like, I wish it was Michelle. Based on what?
Them liking her.
What has Michelle demonstrated that
she's just likable? But you're right. When
Michelle's
you think about
been
policy,
silent this whole time.
Yeah, but that's not her.
What has she demonstrated that makes you feel like she gonna pop off?
Well, she don't even want it.
I don't know her, but I know outwardly she hasn't. She sold books.
She don't even want it, y'all. So stop trying to give it to her. And she said that. She said, I never would want to do this. She don't like politics.
And I don't know what, like someone said that they want Michelle because of her proximity to her husband. What is her husband?
Ooh.
Her husband is just another president. Her husband is just another we in here. They don't let Black people in those positions unless they're going to uphold the tent poles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this could be very interesting for this Kamala broad. Let me not disrespect her like that, but this could be very different for Kamala, because
that's what I want to know from her.
Has absolutely operated a certain way to get to where she at. The question becomes,
will she continue?
What does she do now?
Yeah.
This dress is so big.
Come on now.
I don't have titties for this. I gotta get it.
Come on, titties.
This right. I gotta get
my
this
girl said we need this pulled
for
in
somebody
because
with big titties, and I don't got it.
It's not giving. I told you she been sipping. I told you my girl been sipping. Okay.
Chanel, but you said she was going to an event, and Chanel said she just came from brunch. I mean,
so one of the things I want us to remember is that when we consider what needs to be accomplished in order to supplant Donald Trump, it cannot happen simply on a presidential level, and it cannot happen simply on a legislative level. It has to happen in a multitude of areas. And if Black corporations are about their business, they're going to go to them Democrats and they're going to say, if you want us to support you, then this is what needs to happen legislatively. And if they're about it, ratty, then Marianne Williamson, what would make you prefer Marianne Williamson? Do you know who Marianne Williamson is? Do you know what she's really about? Because I've met both of them. I've talked to both of them. Marianne and Kamala. I've talked to both of them. Marianne Williamson is another white lady who just thinks because she's a white lady and she, went through some tough times that she's got what it takes to be the president.
I like Marianne.
And she's been talking about reparations in a book from 1989 that she's still talking about. I'm lady, the book was in 1989. What you been doing since then? Why haven't you met with any of the people that are actually on the ground doing committee work against reparations? Well, because I wrote a book. I said, you know what? If you tell me about this book one more time, you can go listen to our episode, Small Dose of Side Effects of Marianne Williamson. Go listen to it. Now, if Kamala ends up as the nominee, if they was really about their business and she ends up as the nominee, then they should have her do something with a real nigga like me. That's what they would do if they really want to. If they really want Kamala to win and they really want to garner other voters outside of who already votes, then that's what they would do. And Kamala, I know your comms team is watching because y'all niggas be watching my shit. This is when I said it's time to be different. When I said to you that it's time to be different, this is when I said that. What would I ask Kamala? For my first question that I would ask Kamala Harris, the first question I would ask Kamala Harris is this a racist country?
You want the lady to lose, of course.
Right.
You want her to lose to white people first quarter.
Well, no, the Black people, because she's not going to admit that.
Well,
no one is saying Obama didn't do anything as the president, but you also keep acting like he did everything as the president. All he did was just be cool about it. He was still an incessant warmonger as the president. So, and he also just let them walk all over him in his second term and didn't do what needed to be done for the Supreme Court. Get it out. Get out of here. So my first question to Kamala Harris would be, is this a racist country? That's my first question. It doesn't make sense for them to put Jasmine Crockett on a ticket.
No. First of all, no.
Why ask that
because
question?
She called Marjorie Taylor Greene
all evil in this country. And if you are coming into this position and you want to do something different and you want to be the antithesis of these other motherfuckers, then you need to already address the antithesis, because they are loudly saying not only is this country racist, it should be racist. Project 2025's ultimate ethos is that the country is weakened by equality. And that's not just by race, that's by gender. That is their ultimate ethos. This man, Donald Trump, just stood up at a rally and praised the leader of China and praised his authoritarianism. and praised his leadership. So he's telling you straight up, I'm going to be an authoritarian leader. I'm going to be a fascist. And he has also already made it abundantly clear that he supports racists. This is the ethos these people live under. They're calling Kamala Harris a DEI hire. They're called the people that are in cahoots with these people. Someone just called the late Representative Sheila Jackson Lee a ghetto bitch.
Who did that?
So if we're not going to keep it a buck, then what's going to happen? And if they're not going to keep it 100, then they're still going to be in the muck, because at the end of the day, they need a greater minority than the minority that's already there. Yes, I did call this, and I have the video, and I will be posting it. So now I heard somebody say, girl, she got to play the game. And it's people like you that keep us in this fucking bullshit. Yep. She got to play the game. You know who's not playing the game? Donald fucking Trump. Donald Trump isn't playing the fucking game. You know who's not playing the game? The MAGA motherfuckers. They're not playing the game. Don't you all get it? There is no game. It's just people pulling their dicks out and doing what they want to do. And the Democrats keep trying to act like there's a game. And it's a false sense of reality. It's like you black people who think if you act a certain way, you won't get shot by the police. There is no game. She doesn't need to play the game. What needs to happen is they need to chart a course instead of always trying to figure it out in the wake of what these motherfuckers are doing. No, you chart a course. Strategically, you come harder than they're coming. And the only way to come harder than they're coming is to be more progressive than they are anti. And even though I doubt that will happen, that's actually what should happen. That's actually the only way you win.
I agree.
It's true. It's like when you're dealing with a crazy motherfucker, the only way that you beat a crazy motherfucker is by being crazier than them. Or you lay down and let them think they won. That's it. Then we got this person right here, Miss D's. They're not about to do this in 4 months.
Yes, talk.
Honestly, shut the fuck up. If you are not going to infuse any positivity, encouragement, or action, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because you're not adding anything, and you're going to have to deal with whatever the repercussions are. So you might as well just shut the fuck up. Please, shut up.
No lies told.
Thank you to all of y'all who are subscribing to my Patreon. This is how I talk on my Patreon. I'm going to be talking about this tonight on my Patreon at 7:30 PST, which is 10:30 EST on Small Doses Bonus. And I was just about to say that, Rich_Pear, thank you. So let me tell y'all about France, since so many of y'all know so much and you don't because you watch mainstream media and mainstream media don't tell you shit. France. The president of France, Macron, is a centrist. He's damn near right-leaning, but he's a centrist, okay? And he's a centrist who saw that the super-duper right-leaning were about to win the election. And he was like, damn, I ain't trying to lose this election. So what did he do? He coalition built. He went over and in 3 weeks, because I don't know if y'all know this, but we have the internet. 3 weeks linked up with a left-leaning
y'all
group.
over to Amanda, because we both gotta get it together. Oh, this was good, friend.
Yeah, it was.
Final thoughts. Joe Biden dropping out. Kamala.
I think it was a great idea for Joe to drop out. I'm kind of excited about Kamala jumping in. This is new energy, and hopefully, Democrats can rally around her, and it can be just as electrifying as the Republican Party has right now, because Trump is kicking ass.
He is. And my final thoughts are Democratic Party, like Amanda Seals was saying, and I said earlier, have a better plan, a new plan, be loud, be just as ratchet, be just as in their face and come back just as hard. We don't want to see meek and meager. We want to see progressive, fully thought out plans, real community engagement, reaching out to minority groups and really engaging with the community to turn out voters, engaging with young groups. Do this right and you will win. And if you don't, you only got yourself to blame. And I mean, and I don't feel no way towards it if y'all lose and because if y'all do the same BS. So I'm hopeful and I'm excited to be voting for a black woman, but I'm hoping that the Democratic Party gets it together. And if they don't, I'm gonna just be sitting at the TV like I did when Hillary Clinton lost and just be like, girl, y'all ain't do what y'all supposed to do.
Right.
Like,
But we still
don't put
gonna
it on
vote.
us. Y'all here's the thing. You're getting hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. Spend it properly. Stop trying to, because you know what a lot of people do? The T is they get rich during this time. Those political advisors, those marketing companies, people who run campaigns, they get rich during this time. It holds them over for the next 2 years until the midterms. So every 2 years, they have all this money coming into campaigns. So they don't want to really do the real work and spend the money where it's supposed to go. They trying to make their money in a short period of time.
We need to
Yeah.
regulate that. They
So
shouldn't be able to do that.
exactly. So spend the money where it's supposed to go, make a real impact, and stop being so meek and punk. Like, like the way Trump come hard,
Please.
you come just as hard. Cause that,
Exactly.
and here's the thing, we all want to see it, and that's the reason why you're not engaging us. Cause we seeing y'all getting y'all ass kicked, we seeing y'all getting cussed out, and you're going like this. "Oh, I'm above it." No, don't be
Right.
above.
Be it
Fight.
below it. Go to
Fight.
hell.
So, because that's showing us that that's how you gonna fight for us. Because I don't have no faith if you let somebody kick your ass in a campaign. What you gonna do when you really got to do the real work and you got to go work with the other side of the aisle? Are you really gonna fight for us? We need to see that
Exactly.
and start telling us the wins. That's what I want to see too. All the stuff y'all have done. Stop trying to make me Google for it. You
Mm-hmm.
go show it to us. Y'all got the money to put the marketing campaigns out there. Sick of this shit.
I agree, friend.
Free.
I agree.
Hmm. This is a good show. We got to do some more reaction shows, friend.
We do. We do. You know, we got to do House of Dragon.
We do got to do House of Cards. We're gonna be watching that tonight, together.
Mm-hmm.
Hello News family. As you see on the screen, as always, follow us on hellonewsmiami.com. Follow us on social media. That's how you support us, and we're able to keep bringing you guys content that is made for us. Um, Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, and go to our website. Sign up for our email newsletter. We put out exclusive content for our loyal followers. That's the way to be connected with us. And go to hellonewsmiami.com to check out all the latest news dedicated to South Florida's Black and Brown millennials and beyond. Because I'm gonna just put it out there. We looking at Tampa Bay next to expand too. We trying to see how that could work. So that was the vision, to be in different markets. So we lay that foundation. And conversations like this allow us to have a broader conversation. So I'm gonna do more of that too. But thank you, friend, for taking the time to come on right before you got your
Thank
travel
you.
plans and mine too. But I felt like it was important for us to have a conversation. And I'm hoping that even if it touches one person to get them more engaged, I hope we did our job. And I appreciate you for coming on and
Of
sharing your
course.
views.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, thank y'all. We'll see y'all later. We appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.